and then just where we're headed now and some of the issues. Is that?
Yeah, I think on that one.
Else that you had mentioned I need to speak about?
No, I mean, just, you know, the happy anniversary from in the village, whatever, Tanzania. And like I said, we'll edit that in if you're there or not. It's
Okay.
always just nice to have you in
Pop
your
up and be like,
setting.
Here,
Hi, I'm here.
superimpose your voice.
That's right. So, okay.
All right, well, I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So from Tangwe, Tanzania, happy anniversary Rock Point. It's been a long and beautiful journey, but it's been amazing what the Lord has brought us through these 10 years, and I'm very happy to celebrate that with you and wanted to have this opportunity to say happy anniversary and how much God has blessed us. And I hope today that, as I do, you all recognize the amazing blessing that God has given us in this fellowship, in this body, and how much He has loved us through one another. So praise for Him today. While I have you, I'll also tell you a little bit about what's going on here. I just want to thank everyone who's participated in the Clean Water for Africa. When I was here the first 2 years, we put a lot of these filters in homes. We probably distributed about 40 to 50 water filters in various homes in our village and other villages as we've gone along. And they're just simple gravel sand filters, but have helped a lot with people having clean water. As well, in the different neighborhoods of our village, we put in concrete well rings. We've put in at least 4, possibly 5. And that has, while we haven't given them more water, that's an even larger difficult problem, it has allowed them to have more water year long. So that's been very useful, and they love those wells. So thank you again for participating in that. As we've come back here to our village, a couple of things that we're really focusing on now are not so much the water at this point in time, as we're stepping back to sort of plan and identify how to make that a more sustainable program. But right now we've done things such as purchase 2 pieces of land. On one of those pieces of property, we're building a 2-room school. In fact, the foundation is being laid this week, so we're very excited about that. When that is done and up and running, we'll be able to start a preschool. We had taught a kindergarten class last year, but because of the changes in the Tanzanian law system and the difficulties that we would incur trying to train others to take our place, we've decided to step back in age groups. So we're going to be teaching 4-year-olds when the building is ready. So we're excited about doing that. And as well, one of our believers is going to come alongside Sonia, who's teaching, and she's going to be trained and certified to be a teacher and take our place when we're done. So we're very excited about that. On the second piece of property we've bought, we're going to have a demonstration garden, and Tim is going to be leading that, and we are hoping to use that to teach people about better farming techniques and incorporating healthier products into their everyday gardening and use here, because they use a few things that generations in their culture have used all the time and haven't varied, and so their nutrition is pretty poor with that. As well, they just use simple techniques that are actually pretty dangerous and not healthy for their cultivating and their grounds and the place here. So we're hoping to do that. The third thing that we're actually involved in now is our CHE, our Community Health and Evangelism, or Community Health and Education program. And so in another particular part of our village, we have trained a committee to manage and lead their own programs. And through this, we're just teaching basic principles about how to sustain your own programs, how to identify your own needs, and plan your program to meet those needs. And so we've trained this committee, and now we're waiting for them to identify individuals in their own community that will train even further. And this particular program gives us a neat opportunity to share spiritual lessons as well as physical lessons. So we have a great open door for sharing the gospel with people. And those individuals will hear these lessons, they'll practice these lessons, and then they'll take those to their own homes and their communities, their neighbors, their family members, and they'll teach them. So we're gearing up for that, trying to get that going again and get a lot of momentum and enthusiasm for that in the neighborhood that we're teaching. So that's where we're headed in the next year or 2 with that. My teammates can be here right now, but Tim and Emily Tanner and their kids, Caleb and Imani and Sonia Dilworth, say hello and greet you all, and thank you for sending me. So I'll say goodbye, and again, happy anniversary to us all, and may God continue to bless us as we follow His word and follow after Him.
Very good. Thank you. I'm gonna shoot some video over at the maybe that water one too. That
Okay.
that looks. Yeah, I looked into that one. And went. Oh,